Imagine knowing someone's darkest secret, a secret so deep that it could ruin their life and the lives of those around them. Now, what if that someone is Dexter Morgan, Miami's favorite forensic technician by day and a vigilante serial killer by night? Welcome to our exploration of one of the most intriguing dynamics in the series. Captain Matthews, a commanding presence in the Miami Metro Police Department and a longtime associate of Dexter's adoptive father. How much does Matthews really know, and what keeps him from exposing Dexter's chilling double life? As the series progresses, subtle clues begin to suggest that Captain Matthews might know more about Dexter than he initially reveals. Recall Season 1, where Matthews takes an unusually keen interest in Dexter's analysis of crime scenes. His probing questions often seem to push beyond mere professional curiosity, hinting at a deeper suspicion or awareness. Fast forward to Season 2, during the investigation of the Bay Harbor Butcher, Matthews' interactions with Dexter are laced with ambiguity. His eyes often linger a moment too long, suggesting a man piecing together a disturbing puzzle. In the pivotal scene of Episode 9, Resistance is Futile, Matthews confronts Dexter about discrepancies in his reports. His demeanor is not just that of a supervisor questioning an employee, but of someone testing the waters, gauging Dexter's reaction to being cornered. Moreover, in Season 5, as the Santa Muerte killings unfold, Matthews once again displays an almost prescient understanding of Dexter's movements and decisions. One particular scene stands out when Matthews pulls Dexter aside and cryptically warns him about the dangers of getting too emotionally involved in cases, suggesting he knows of Dexter's extracurricular activities at some level. Each of these moments builds upon the last, layering doubt and suspicion, leading viewers to question just how much does Captain Matthews really know about Dexter's nighttime endeavors. The intrigue surrounding Captain Matthews deepens as more clues surface, suggesting he might be aware of Dexter's sinister double life. Viewers have picked up on numerous subtle hints that fuel compelling fan theories. For instance, in Season 4, Matthews seems to bypass certain protocols which would typically expose Dexter, leading to speculation that he might be protecting him. This is particularly evident in the way he dismisses certain forensic reports that could have implicated Dexter, subtly steering investigations away. Another significant moment occurs in Season 6, during a casual yet strangely pointed conversation where Matthews mentions how everyone has secrets and the importance of keeping them buried. This remark, delivered with a knowing look towards Dexter, sparks intense debate among fans. Was this a veiled acknowledgement of his awareness or simply an offhand comment? Fan theories also explore the depth of Matthews' understanding based on his long-standing relationship with Dexter's adoptive father, Harry. Some suggest that Matthews was privy to the discussions between Harry and Dr. Vogel about Dexter's condition and the formulation of the code. These theories are supported by his occasional cryptic remarks and protective maneuvers, which seem too coincidental to be mere oversight. Moreover, the scene in Season 7 where Matthews and Dexter are reviewing old cases together is ripe with tension. Matthews pauses over a file, looks directly at Dexter, and remarks how some patterns are too intricate to be coincidental, almost as if throwing a direct challenge to Dexter's facade. Each of these clues contributes to a tapestry of suspicion and secrecy, weaving a complex narrative that keeps the audience guessing about what Matthews really knows and why he chooses silence over action. Captain Matthews' potential knowledge of Dexter's secret places him at the crossroads of moral and professional dilemmas, each decision echoing through the series with significant impact. On one hand, as a law enforcement officer, he has a duty to uphold justice. On the other, his long history with Dexter's family and his own complex moral compass complicate his decisions. In the earlier seasons, Matthews' actions, or often his inactions, hint at a deliberate choice to overlook certain irregularities that would normally warrant further scrutiny. For example, his decision to promote Dexter or shield him during internal investigations raises questions about his loyalty and the ethics of his choices. These actions suggest a protective stance, perhaps out of respect for Dexter's father, Harry, or maybe due to a deeper, unspoken understanding of Dexter's vigilante justice. The real impact of Matthews' dilemmas becomes apparent in the later seasons. His career faces turmoil, scandals and accusations hint that his inactions have not gone unnoticed. In Season 7, his forced retirement amid corruption charges illustrates how his tangled priorities, protecting Dexter while navigating his own career ambitions, ultimately lead to his downfall. This plotline not only intensifies the drama, but also adds layers to Matthews' character, showing a man caught between the hard lines of law and the murky waters of personal allegiance. Furthermore, Matthews' decisions influence the main narrative by shaping Dexter's journey. His indirect support allows Dexter to continue his nocturnal activities, affecting how other characters interact with Dexter and how the plot unfolds. The tension between Matthews' duty and his actions adds a rich layer of complexity to the storyline, prompting viewers to consider the broader implications of his choices. The complexity of Captain Matthews' character reaches a critical juncture in a pivotal Season 8 scene, marking a decisive moment in both his and Dexter's lives. Here, Matthews is faced with undeniable evidence of Dexter's actions brought forth during the investigation of Deputy Chief Maria LaGuerta's suspicions against Dexter. Matthews is forced into a corner where he must finally act on his knowledge. In a tense meeting, LaGuerta presents Matthews with compelling evidence that could link Dexter to the Bay Harbor butcher crimes. Matthews, now retired and somewhat distanced from the day-to-day operations of the police department, faces a stark choice: continue to protect Dexter, thus compounding his previous actions, or turn Dexter in, aligning with his duty as a former officer of the law. Matthews chooses to confront Dexter directly, questioning him in a manner that subtly gives Dexter a chance to defend himself or come clean. This scene is crucial, as Matthews' decision to provide Dexter with an opportunity to explain himself, rather than taking immediate action, reflects his deep internal conflict and long-standing loyalty to Dexter's father, Harry. The consequences of this decision are profound. By choosing not to expose Dexter immediately, Matthews allows the narrative to unfold, with Dexter managing to outmaneuver LaGuerta, preserving his freedom and continuing his vigilante justice. For Matthews, this decision reinforces the complex legacy he leaves behind, a legacy marked by blurred lines between right and wrong, law and personal loyalty. This turning point not only defines Matthews' ultimate role in Dexter's story, but also impacts the series' trajectory, pushing it towards its dramatic conclusions. It exemplifies the deep moral ambiguities that run through the show, highlighting the personal costs of the choices made by each character. As we delve deeper into the murky waters of Captain Matthews' decisions and the shadows they cast on the series, it's your turn to weigh in. How do you perceive Matthews' actions throughout the series? Do you see him as a protector, operating under a moral code that justifies his decisions, or as someone who compromised his professional integrity for personal reasons? Consider the moments when Matthews had the opportunity to change the course of events. Should he have acted differently? Was his loyalty to Dexter's father, Harry, and by extension to Dexter himself, a sign of deep-seated honor, or was it a failing, a blind spot that led to greater complications down the line? Throughout the series, Captain Matthews' role oscillates between protector and enforcer, walking a fine line marked by personal loyalty and professional duty. His journey from a high-ranking officer privy to Dexter's darkest secrets to a retired captain wrestling with the moral implications of his choices encapsulates a theme central to the series: the impact of secrets on our lives and the lengths we go to protect them. Matthews' actions, whether they were to subtly shield Dexter or to confront him when pressed, significantly shaped the narrative, influencing not just Dexter's fate but also the dynamics within the Miami Metro Police Department. His choices highlight the profound complexity of human relationships and the ethical dilemmas that often accompany them. As we close this exploration of Captain Matthews and the secrets he held, we leave you with a thought-provoking question. What is the weight of a secret, and at what cost do we keep it? If you were in Matthews' shoes, faced with the dual burdens of truth and loyalty, what would you have chosen?